Okay guys, just a quick vlog today. I'm actually on my way to get my bike serviced for the first time. I'm just over 600 miles and low on fuel. Oh well. But bringing it over to Cycle City Power Sports in Newnan. And they're gonna get it all serviced up for me. But today, I just want to talk about something that's, from what I can see, it's made its way to national news. And being that I'm in Georgia, it is from Georgia, so I figured I would talk about it. In the national news, the opponents of this bill that was signed in yesterday are calling it the Guns Everywhere Act. I forget the official name of it. Obviously not the Guns Everywhere Act. Well, the idea of it, to the Georgia lawmakers, is that it further protects Americans' Second Amendment rights. The Second Amendment says that we have the right to keep and bear arms, well-regulated militia, all that good stuff. I'm sure over the past several years, everyone's heard plenty about that. Well, anyway, this basically expands where permit holders, if you actually go to the court, get your picture taken, get fingerprinted, get your background check, all that stuff, it basically expands where they are allowed to carry their concealed weapons. Previous to now, if a bar owner said, okay, you can, if you have a permit, you can carry in here, then they're allowed to. It's basically switched around on that, so now bar owners kind of have to opt out. Basically, yeah, you're allowed to carry in here unless the owner says, no, you can't carry in here. You're not allowed to carry in churches if they're okay with it, which I believe, if I remember my reading correctly, you were allowed to before, as long as you got permission from the authorities in the church. I believe. I'm not positive on that one, but it just makes it a little bit easier. You're also allowed to carry in public offices, state offices that aren't secure, don't have metal detectors or anything like that. If they do, you're still not allowed to carry there, but if they don't, you're allowed to. I think I read the reasoning behind that is, usually these secured ones have obviously more security. They have guards and whatnot on duty that are there. Well, in smaller towns, they don't have the money for that. So basically, they're leaving it up to the citizens. They provide security because they may or may not be armed. Also, another part of it, you no longer, when you're renewing your permit, have to get re-fingerprinted. You've already been fingerprinted once. Your fingerprints are on file with the GBI, Georgia Bureau of Investigation. I think they go to the FBI as well. Already there, you don't have to take that extra step of going over to the police station and getting re-fingerprinted. So just kind of a convenience thing there. And, what else is, I don't remember what else there is. There's a couple other things in there. But yeah, you guys think of it. Personally, I'm all for it. I had my carrying permit several years ago, and I let it lapse. I didn't renew it. But now that I'm back on a bike again, going up to Atlanta occasionally, on a bike you're very exposed, obviously. I'd prefer to be carrying. It's not because I'm afraid, I'm going to get robbed, but just peace of mind. And as so many people point out on, various forums, they're talking about this news is all over Facebook, or at least all over my Facebook feed. And people talking about it like crazy. You get robbed, someone holds you up, whatever. What's the first thing you do? You call someone that's got a gun. And they're usually 15 minutes too late. Not their fault. I mean, they're busy. And they're not right where you are all the time. So you call someone with a gun, police officer, to come try and help you. So, and this guy is going to pull out right in front of us, isn't he? So anyway, the Second Amendment was made right after or not the Second Amendment, but Second Amendment, devised pretty much right after a war with England, in which the only reason we were able to fight off England was because people had weapons. And people are saying, oh no, we shouldn't have these military-style weapons. That's not what that's for. Well, yeah, it really is what it's for. I mean, like I say, that's when the law was made, right after a war. For independence. People came over here trying to get freedom, and from across the ocean, and other countries, well, not that time, same country, but others' wills were being imposed on them to a tyrannical level. And basically, the Founding Fathers wanted to make sure that didn't happen again. That's why the Second Amendment was put there. So in either case, saying that military-style weapons shouldn't be part of it, that's bogus. So back on to carrying. Where I carry, I'm not going to be affected that much. I didn't have a huge problem with those places before. I don't go to bars. Not really an issue. In church, the only thing I can really see there, if there is some extremist from another religion who decides to come in and start killing people in a church, but that hasn't, at least in the U.S., hasn't really been a huge issue. But it's nice to know that if it ever was an issue, there's someone who could, protect you instead of everyone just being disarmed and open to whatever happens. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Go ahead and Google it. Look up the new law. You probably have it on your Facebook feed already. You may not. I don't know. Like I said, I have it all over my Facebook feed. And let me know what you think. Are you in the mindset of we don't need guns in the U.S., we should give them up like other countries? Or are you in the mindset of protecting ourselves should be a given right, and if we ban guns in the U.S., then the only people that don't have them are criminals, or the only people that do have them are criminals, and everyone else is at their mercy? I think you can pick out what my opinion is. But let me know what you think. And we'll see you next time.